I'm here at Bajerski Martial Arts in Halifax with Reuben, who recently won on Combat Challenge. Reuben, how are you, my brother?
Thank you, how are you?
Living the dream, brother, living the dream. So before we get into the win, can you tell me a little bit about who it is that you fought and what you knew about him?
So I fought a guy called Reuben. I didn't watch it well. I know what gym he's from, but I couldn't remember what it's called. But I knew it was karate gym, so I knew he'd have a very sort of open stance and a lot of the kicks and a lot of the spins.
Okay.
But yeah, so I could plan for it a bit.
Okay, all right. So talk us through the fight, and because your fight went to the judges' decision, all the judges gave it in your favour, so it was unanimous. Talk us through the rounds and how it progressed from what you can remember.
I remember the first round, I knew immediately what I wanted to do. I wanted to go straight in with leg kick, because from the videos I'd seen, I saw that his checking wasn't up to scratch really, he wasn't good at checking kicks. So I went straight in with a leg kick.
So were you going for like the low kicks rather than the body? You going for the legs itself? All right.
Yeah, the legs. Because originally I'm a taekwondo fighter originally.
Okay.
Taekwondo for about 12 years. So it was weird not doing the high kicks and the spins. I had to go for a more boxing style, more traditional style, to sort of counter his. But yeah, I was focusing mainly on the legs all the way through the fight. But first round was a bit slow until towards the end.
Were you finding a bit of success with the leg kicks, or was he able to check him or not check him?
He checked one that I can remember, and he checked it very well, I must say, because I've still got pain in my foot. So yeah, it was a good check, to be fair. But that was in the last round. But I remember in the first, he caught me with a head kick straight away, lead leg head kick. And I thought, fair enough, he had a bit more power than I thought he would.
Yeah.
And then a couple of seconds later, I caught it with the same one, and I saw his arms went up in the air and his eyes rolled back to me.
Oh, okay.
And I thought,
but was he still stood?
He was still stood. He was up. And all the adrenaline sort of came at once. You know, you think, oh, I'm about to get a first round knockout. And I sort of just launched myself at him. And to be fair, he were out up like this, and then he just snapped straight back and he managed to slick underneath it. I just fell straight over him.
No.
Yeah. But,
and was that in the first round?
First round, yeah.
So when first round finishes and you're in your corner, was there any sort of guidance that you were given from the coaches?
Just told to keep doing what I'm doing, not push forward too much, just stay calm, keep the stamina. But yeah, they just told me what I was doing was working, focusing on the boxing, just pushing him. He was waiting for openings. He did the spin quite a lot. Okay. But he was out of range.
So were you either too close for him or too far for him so that he didn't connect?
Too far. Every time I threw that leg out, I just wasn't there. I was always behind. I was always moving back. And then I remember in the first round, I slipped one, then straight back up, and I had him against the cage. Yeah. He was just shelling up. I was just punishing him, but. That was happening all through all the rounds, and that's what won the fight.
And were you comfortable going through the rounds, and how was your cardio for it?
I was a bit worried about my cardio before going in, because I trained it loads, and then I did the weight cut, and I cut about 7.5 kilos.
Okay.
So
and that's significant because you're not carrying a lot of fat or water itself, so that would have been significant.
It was, yeah. So my cardio was really good, and then I cut all the way, and then it dropped. I was really tired all the time, but I think once you get the adrenaline and once you're in there, it's a bit different because it comes down to who wants it more.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, when you really want it, you just keep going.
100%. And going into the last round, how did you feel? Did you feel you were too up?
Yeah, definitely. You can see on the video, after the first and second round, when he went back to his corner, he just shook his head straight away.
But that would have given you a little bit of a boost as well. Because when you see that, it gets you going a bit, doesn't it?
I mean, we both knew. I think we both knew who was winning if it went to judges. So he came out quite fast in second round. He knew that if it was going to judges.
So he had to go guns blazing. Right. Okay. And how did the third round play out?
It went quite well. I think the third round was definitely my best round. I was constantly pressing in. Because after the first and second round, I knew that he wasn't handling pressure very well, so I just kept walking down. And at one point, I was chasing him down the cage and got him clinched, and he went for a knee, and he accidentally caught me in balls. Yeah. And I dropped down, and I had some time. I thought, right, and I remember my coach, Eddie Brooksbank, he were yelling from the corner. He said, just take your time, take your time. I thought, right, I think it's about 2 minutes you can have into it.
No, I don't know. So is it 5 minutes?
I started at 2 or 5.
Okay.
But I thought, right, I'll take my time,
Yeah.
get the breath back. And then I looked over at him and I was stood up with my hands on my head like that.
Yeah.
And he was knelt down. And I thought, oh, well, he's way more
Did you
tired
look a
than
bit
I am.
dejected and like, you know?
Shattered.
Yeah.
He's more tired than I am, so just keep going.
Psychologically, that gets you going as well, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? It psychs you up and you think, right, okay, I need to finish what I started.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah.
Beautiful. And when it all finished and you're waiting for the MC to announce, were you quietly confident that you'd won that fight?
Yeah, I knew I'd won. As soon as I heard unanimous, I thought, yeah, it's me.
I've got this.
My worst feel was hearing
Like a split decision. Yeah.
Worst one. My cousin's Ethan Durkin is an amateur boxer.
Okay.
And he's just got a habit of losing on really bad split decisions.
Yeah, that's awful. Because the thing is, it's so close and you're like, come on, man, I was there. And then you start to question the judges and stuff. But in this case, all went well.
I knew I was going to win.
Perfect. And how was your experience on Combat Challenge from like going to the venue to the end when you fought?
It was fantastic, yeah, we were really well organised, everything ran smoothly. A bit too smoothly actually. I went to watch my training partner Taku fight.
Yeah.
And there's meant to be 2 fights in between, and I thought, oh, I've got plenty of time.
Yeah.
But everything just ran so smoothly, I didn't have time to get up, warm up and get back down.
Oh, brother, we don't mess about, you know, we don't mess about.
No.
And also we stop intervals, so there's no intervals, it's literally bang, bang. Because customers don't need loads of intervals, man. They just want to watch, and if they're persons, they'll know exactly when they're fighting and think, right, we'll go and get a drink, go to the toilet, come back, and we'll be ready for them, you know, to fight. Is there anyone that you would like to give any recognition or anyone that you want to mention?
Well, definitely my coaches, so Nico Bajerski, Corey and Eddie Brooksbank. Trained with them loads for the fight, especially Corey. Trained with him loads. I work my pressure boxing with him a lot.
Okay.
And my cousin Ethan Durkin, he's an amateur boxer.
So that would have stood you in good stead, wouldn't it, for doing for that? Amazing, brother. Well, listen, for all the winners, brother, I brought a little gift. I'm not messing about me, brother. Oh, we're not playing. Look at this. So I've got different sizes as well. But there you go, you got a Combat Challenge hoodie, my brother. Oh, we're not messing about. So, Reuben, thank you so much for fighting on Combat Challenge, and hopefully we'll see you in the future. Thank you, my brother.